Hello children, welcome to our class. Now the new chapter we are going to see electromagnetic induction. See, electricity and magnetism were considered separate and unrelated phenomenon for a long time back. So in the early decades of 19th century, the experiments on electric current by Oersted and Ampere and few others established the fact the relation between the electricity and magnetism are interrelated. Is it right? They found the moving electric charges produces magnetic fields. For example, an electric current deflects a magnetic compass needle placed in its vicinity. Right? See, some of the questions it arises. Is that converse effect possible? Can moving magnets produces electric currents? Yes, the answer is yes. The experiments from Michael Faraday, he demonstrated the electric currents were induced in the closed coil when subjected to changing magnetic field. So in this chapter, we are going to learn associated with this phenomenon of changing magnetic field and understand underlying principles which are all related. Right. Now, the chapters to be covered: introduction, Faraday's experiment, Faraday's law of induction, Lenz's law, motional electromotive force, eddy current, inductance, AC generator. Right. Now, we can see what is the applications of, before we are going to start the lesson, what are the applications which is there in the electromagnetic induction and why we need to study this. That much is that important for that electromagnetic induction. Is that anything new which we are using? Yes. We can see what is the purpose of study of electromagnetic induction, how it is helpful for us, whether it's really helpful for our daily life and all. Is a question arise in our mind. See the diagrams, the pictures which you are seeing, the day-to-day life we are using that, the motor, generator, some of the fast moving train, induction cooker and all also we can tell here, elevators. These are the some important the applications of the electromagnetic induction. See, when Faraday first made public his discovery of that relative motion between the bar magnet and a wire loop produced a small current, he was asked by, what is the use of it? He replied, what is the use of a newborn baby? The phenomenon of electromagnetic induction is such that the theoretical and the academic See, the practical utilities also. See, imagine the world where there is no electricity, there is no electric lights, there is no telephone, gadgets, computers. See, we can't imagine that. See, nowadays what you are using in this modern world is progress in greater, right, extent to that. Now, we can see the next one is, which is nothing but, what is electromagnetic induction? The definition: whenever the magnetic flux linked with an electric circuit changes, an EMF is induced in the circuit. The phenomenon which is called electromagnetic induction. Whenever the magnetic flux linked with the circuit it changes, an induced EMF is produced. Think, whenever a magnetic flux linked with the circuit changes, an induced EMF is produced in it. What is magnetic flux, ma'am? The magnetic flux which are related to some other terms. That first we can see that the electromagnetic induction which is related to that, the three different things. That is, first we must know about representation of the surface area by a vector A. The surface is very important. The next one is the magnetic field, the uniform magnetic field which is produced in that area. Then the next one is the magnetic flux, how it is produced and connected. The magnetic flux through any surface placed in a magnetic field is the total number of, see, the magnetic flux through any surface placed in a magnetic field is the total number of magnetic lines of forces crossing this area, right, normally. So flux which means what? Normal component of B into surface area. here we have taken that from the diagram also you can understand B cos theta into A, surface area A. So phi which is equal to BA cos theta. What is the SI unit? SI unit of magnetic flux which is Weber. How can we define that? The SI unit of magnetic flux Weber, which is nothing but 1 Weber, is the flux produced when a uniform magnetic field of 1 Tesla acts normally over that area. Right. Next one is, what is the positive and the negative flux? See, through the diagram we can understand normal to a plane can be drawn from either side, right? If the normal drawn to a plane point out in the direction of field, that means the theta, which suppose it is 0 degree, the flux is taken positive. The first diagram which is indicates that it is a 0 degree. If suppose it is moving in the opposite direction, we can say that the flux is a negative. Okay, understand? Now we can move on to that Faraday's experiments. 3 different experiments which is shown in our book. We can see one by one. What is experiment 1? With the help of the diagram and the term we have given, that is nothing but a induced EMF with a stationary coil and the moving magnet. See the diagram. Through the diagram, we can understand that take a coil C1 which is connected to the galvanometer G. Whenever the north pole of a bar magnet moved towards or away from the coil, suppose a current is induced in the coil. Okay, it is deflecting the galvanometer. We can see when if suppose if faster the motion of the magnet, larger the current will be induced in the coil. See, thus the magnet does not show any deflection when suppose if you kept the magnet stationary. So from this explanation we can understand the motion of the magnet towards or away from the coil C1, which changes the magnetic flux which is linked with the coil C1, right? See, the change in the magnetic flux, if suppose there is change, any change in the magnetic flux, it induces an EMF in the coil C1. So this will cause the current to flow through C1. Now understand how it will happen. So all these things which is linked with changing magnetic flux. The next experiment, which is also Faraday's by Faraday's, that is now the induced EMF due to the motion of a current carrying coil. Now this is a coil C1 connected to a galvanometer and the coil C2 connected to battery separately. A steady current in coil C2 produces a steady magnetic field as we studied this, right? In a battery, which a current which is flow through a coil which produces a magnetic field. See, the coil moved towards C1, the galvanometer will give the deflection. This will indicates as an induced current flow through C1 when C2 is moved away from C1. The direction of current through C1 is reversed that time. We all understand. So due to the relative motion between the coils C1 and C2, the magnetic flux linked with C1 changes an EMF is induced in it, right? Other one, right? The third experiment, which is nothing but induced EMF by changing current in the neighboring coil, next coil. How it will possible, right? By seeing the diagram, we can understand that. See, the C1 which is connected with the galvanometer and other coil C2 which is connected to a battery, right? If suppose you pressed key, when you connected the key, switch it on the key, the galvanometer shows a momentary deflection. As it suppose continuously you pressed it, the galvanometer shows no deflection. When you key released it, the momentary current will be passed through it. The deflection again it will be observed by the opposite direction. How? Can you understand this? That means what? When you insert the key and you remove the key, that time the flux through the C1 it is increases and decreases. If suppose you keep on kept the key, there is no current flow through that, which shows that the flux linked with the coil C1 gives the induced current which is in the direction. Okay, well understand children? Thank you students.